You didn't end up here by accident, right? Look, if you're dealing with anxiety or panic attacks, you already know how disruptive it can be. It's genuinely scary. It can feel as if you do not know whether you have another breath coming. And it's not just that crazy intensity of the episodes. That's bad enough, of course. But then it's the unpredictability. You don't know when it's going to hit. Over time, that uncertainty, well, it starts to wreak havoc. It reshapes your life. You begin to think twice about going out. Travel becomes harder. Work may get compromised. Time with friends, social events, even simple outings, life starts to really shrink. Not because you want that, of course, but because you're trying to avoid that moment, that surge, that intense fear, heart racing, chest tight, breathing changes, feeling that something is seriously wrong. Many people who we work with have been to the ER more than once, had the cardiac workups, the lab test. Everything comes back normal, of course, and yet it keeps happening. Now, that could be you, and you're left managing something that doesn't make sense. It scares you beyond explanation, and worse, it may feel completely out of your control. Hi there, I'm Dr. Randy Cale. I work with adults who are dealing with panic, anxiety, and a nervous system dysregulation at the deepest levels. Because here's a piece most of them haven't been informed about. They haven't told you this. The panic is not a thinking problem. It's a brain and nervous system problem. You can understand the triggers. You can practice the breathing. You can talk through it in therapy. And all those can help sometimes. But when your brain is wired to overreact, when it's too sensitive to internal signals, when it misfires into a full alarm response, no amount of insight can fully override that. That's why so many intelligent, capable people still feel trapped by panic. Medication is often the next step, and to be fair, it is an attempt to calm the system, but it's not precise. It's not targeted to your brain. It's more of a global adjustment, and for many people that comes with trade-offs: fatigue, fogginess, emotional blunting, and other side effects. And in most cases, you're still managing symptoms after all that. So here's where our approach is fundamentally different. We work directly with how your brain is functioning. We begin with a QEEG brain map, measuring your brain activity in a detailed, objective way. That allows us to identify the patterns that are driving that overactive alarm system. Then we train the brain directly using neurofeedback. This isn't talk therapy. It's not willpower. It's not forcing change. It's not painful. Your brain is receiving real-time feedback about its own activity, and with repetition, it begins to self-correct. Gradually, the system becomes more stable, less reactive, more predictable. Here's what that translates into in real life, right? Panic attacks that become less and less. A nervous system that doesn't overreact to normal sensations. Confidence that grows in your body again, and the ability to re-engage with life with confidence and without calculating what if. That's the shift people are really looking for. Not just coping better, not just getting by, but the idea that your life is opening up again. If you've tried the traditional routes and you're still struggling with this, it may be time to approach it differently. If you like, we can have a conversation. I offer a free consult. We'll talk through what you've been experiencing. I'll answer your questions to help you understand whether this approach makes sense for you. You can schedule that consult below directly on this page. And keep in mind, you don't have to keep living in the fear of more panic the same way you've been. There's a path forward to a calmer, more reliable nervous system and a calmer, more enjoyable life. You deserve that. I look forward to chatting with you. Set up that free consult if you'd like. The link's right below. Take care now.